Hi, welcome to the Durian Heat, where we discuss critical issues from Southeast Asia. My name is Grace Cho. It is quite a good feeling or a sense of achievement to establish your own company, even better if it's with your passion. But how many of us do grab these opportunities that are right in front of you and be progressive and innovative at the same time? At Durian Heat, Jackie, who is a CEO at HiGi Energy, which aims to reduce usage of firewood and charcoal, they provide cleaner and cheaper alternative cooking energy for rural communities. Nini, who is the CEO of myHarapan, who is dedicated lady to develop independent and wholesome youth by empowering them with opportunities to create social impact. Lastly, Katka Letzing, who is a program director of startupmalaysia.org and AsianLaunchpad, an accelerator program for young entrepreneurs and their startups in the ASEAN region. So we will have a conversation with them at Durian Heat. Stay tuned with us.
The Durian Heat, bringing big ideas and critical opinions in Southeast Asia.
We have quite diverse speakers, and firstly we have Jackie in our house, who is the founder and CEO of HiGi Energy, and Nini, who is the CEO of myHarapan, and lastly, all the way from Switzerland, and she's there right now. Her name is Katka, who is a program director and startupmalaysia.org and AsianLaunchpad. So let's say good morning to them. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Right. So let's start with Jackie. Could you enlighten us with your background and how you started this company called HiGi?
All right. Thank you, Grace. I'm Jackie. I actually graduated from Uni 10 as mechanical engineer. I'm majoring in energy. I'm currently building up an ASEAN startup with my team from the Philippines and Vietnam to tackle on a global issue, which is environmental issue and, of course, the energy issue. So we're just being informed by the U.S. Embassy of Kuala Lumpur that we are the first ever Malaysian startup to be shortlisted as semi-finalists in this competition. It's actually organized by U.S. Department of State in Silicon Valley. And the competition is namely Global Innovation through Science and Technology Entrepreneurship Competition.
But why and how did you initiate the idea of this company?
Basically, the idea actually started when we were all in Global Startup Youth and got further developed in Startup Accelerator of Startup Malaysia.
So let's move on to Nini. myHarapan, the name Harapan, what does it mean exactly? And how did you initiate this company?
myHarapan actually means my hope, or the hopes of young Malaysians. So we got together 6 years ago to see how young people can play a bigger role in contributing to nation building. So apart from policies, it's very 10,000 feet up. We wanted to see how at grassroots level a lot of young people were doing good work, and they were either not recognized or they were not fully supported by either corporate organizations or by the public sector.
So what do you mean by they were not really supported by all these sectors that you mentioned?
A lot of them were not established formally, and they were doing things that now we will be more familiar with the word social entrepreneurship. So it's still a very new concept. So the idea that you are putting forth a commercial vehicle, it can be not for profit, so your profits are reinvested into the organization. But a lot of organizations did not understand what that meant.
Yeah.
Is it possible to go for a good cause, but at the end of the day also make profits? It didn't jive for a lot of people.
So myHarapan mainly focuses on young generations, is it?
It depends. Young is very relative. I mean, for us,
I can be young.
I feel that everyone's young.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's in your heart. But we looking to those 35 below. Mm-hmm. But those who are older can also play a role, more mentoring and mentorship in
as
the
long
organization.
as they stay young.
Oh yeah, that's important. Even when you're 90 and 100.
All right. Okay. Right. So let's go to Katka. Being a program director, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of dynamics in Malaysia. So could you share your experience?
So Startup Malaysia was started a while ago to kind of by a team of the passionate people who help entrepreneurs to succeed. And a lot of the focus is on first-time entrepreneurs to help and strive to the Malaysian ecosystem and help them to increase the number of fundable startups. And it's by the acceleration, which is through the AsianLaunchpad, as well as through many outreach programs focusing on entrepreneurship like Global Startup Youth and the Startup School Asia and many others.
Right. When we talk about the startups, and you mentioned that there are a lot of first entrepreneurs there, how would you differentiate perhaps from Malaysia or from other countries?
I think one of the things that I've been really happy to work at Startup Malaysia because they don't just focus on one country, but they've really been focusing on all ASEAN. Mm-hmm. And I have to say that really makes a huge difference when you have, for example, hackathon of 500 people or 300 people from all the region. Mm-hmm. So the young leaders can meet and learn about entrepreneurship, but they also learn more about the cultural differences and really can understand how they can work together, which can spark a lot of opportunities and new ideas, not just for starting a business, but in general as well.
So it also makes you think at regional level, not only at the local level when you become an entrepreneur.
Yes, absolutely. And through my experience, it has just not been on ASEAN, but also on the global level. Mm-hmm. But it's been really wonderful to see the little change in the past years in ASEAN. And I think it's really going to develop a lot in the future months and years as well.
All right. Sounds very exciting. So we'll continue our conversation after this very short break. We'll come back. Stay tuned.
You're now listening to Durian ASEAN, the voice of discovery and sharing.